After 3 years of undiagnosed pain in 1991, after surgery, I found I had a large tumor that was wrapped around my intestines, and the diagnosis was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So late that night on my hospital bed, I was really troubled over just this uncertain future I couldn't see. So I just had to take that and put it aside and say, what do I know to be true about the one who holds my future? So I did. I remembered 3 things that popped into my head. One is that he loved me. The cross said that. His word said he'd never leave me, forsake me. And there was a promise that he would use all things together for the good for those that loved him. So I took a deep breath, and remembering that I had, of course, 3 children, Nathan 10, Justin 8 at that time, and Lauren was 5, I did make one request of God. I did ask him if I could live long enough to see my daughter in a wedding dress. And it was hard to soon realize that my prognosis, that was going to be highly unlikely. Over the course of 15 years, my cancer returned again and again and again. And it required surgery that would remove 3 feet of my intestines. It jumped into my spine, where I had to have radiation, chemotherapy, and then again a hysterectomy. So it was moving all over the place till I eventually landed in where I was stage 4. But God had given me this somewhat prescription the day I was diagnosed, and that was if I knit my joy to his love, that he would tell this redemptive story with my life, and that it was going to take time and it would unfold over the course of many years, but that he could actually take my deepest pain and it could be a launching pad for his highest calling in my life, and even eventually leading me to be a chaplain at a hospital. And that was something I could have never seen. In 2008, on the heels of my daughter's engagement, came a dreaded phone call from my doctor, and he said, "It's back. It's bad, and it's time for the stem cell transplant we've been waiting for, and you need to do it now." And I knew that was going to take me out of my daughter's wedding. So I told him about my prayer request, and is there any way he could give me just 5 more months, because I was so close. And reluctantly, and he told me later, against his better judgment, he said, on one condition, that you are in the hospital the day after the wedding, which means you need to be in my office 2 weeks before, PET scans done, pre-op ready to go. So there Dan and I sat in his office, and he came in and told me that I have something to tell you. Well, we braced ourselves because we were so close. And he told us that, you know how aggressive your cancer had become. Well, now it had begun to somewhat shrink, and it had become so small that we call that immeasurable disease, and we just can't treat that. So God had taken it off my plate. So he looks at me now and he tells me, you not only enjoy that wedding, but you go and enjoy your life. Beyond giving me the desire of my heart, God has also been gracious to me, and he has placed 5 grandbabies in my arms. So the Lord has done above and beyond all I can ask or imagine. I'm living testimony of the fact that he can take you from death into life in any situation, and that he will work all things together for the good and bring purpose out of every storm.